Hi, Leo. This is going to be your reading for the middle of August 2021. It's good for tropical sign of Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus of Leo. However, it is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it might not resonate with everyone that watches. If it doesn't resonate, Leo, try watching any other part of your natal chart, any placement in your natal chart. You could find the messages that you need there instead, or some additional information about other parts of your life. If you want to book a private reading with me, Leo, for a one-on-one that's personal and just for you, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I try to read for you as often as possible because you're my favorite zodiac sign in the whole wide world. I love my lion gang. I hope August is treating you well. I hope all of you have had a great solar return. So August looks like a bit of a waiting game with some stuff. And I see that you guys have a really strong 8th house activation, which is an interesting house. We call the 8th house the house of death and taxes, sex, death, and taxes. This is a transformational area of your life, and it's about shared resources, very intense emotions. The 8th house speaks to death and regeneration, sometimes sexual activity, shared assets, finances, legacies, and wills. And the 8 of Pentacles did come out for you guys a couple of times. So I think that some of you are going to be looking at details in the middle of the month and assessing finances, legacies, wills, estates, shared resources. But the 8th house is also about secrets and the occult and ritual and power and death and regeneration. Some of you may be looking at a health issue for either yourself or a loved one as well. And I do see some interesting relationship stuff going on. I think that a couple different relationships might be intersecting for you guys, either old romantic partners, new romantic partners, friends, family members, work, colleagues, stuff like that. I think it's all going to intertwine and intersect. What the solar system has to say that will support you and let you know further about what's going to go on for you. Vesta came out. This is a galactic message. The goddess within, your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. Vesta is a constellation that helps us with this. You or a person you're connecting to may be kind of quiet and stoic. You may be spiritually challenged to find your spiritual center, not another person's spiritual center. The middle of August will require you to be very quiet and dignified and graceful at this time. You may be challenged in relationships to be the opposite of that, but you came out as the Empress, so you're going to pull it off, or you have an Empress around you. Also, Capricorn came out. If you have Capricorn in your chart, check that placement. It's a clue as to what part of your life will be affected. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. This is the catalyst or your challenge. So the middle of the month, Leo, is a time to look at the material, what part of your material life that you're working for versus not working for. There is a serious energy. You will need to be shrewd and cautiously ambitious. Capricorn teaches us that there is no mountain that you cannot climb. Capricorn believes that nothing is insurmountable. And Leos are similar to Capricorn in this way. I have never seen people emotionally stronger than Capricorns or Leos. So you guys need to take that emotional strength and channel it into your everyday life. A lot of solutions need to be come up with so that you can overcome stress and anxiety, and you will be looking at the details. Be shrewd, be cautious, be ambitious, start to climb. Be dignified when you do it, because this 8th house requires these things. There's also some things that Spirit wants you to surrender to at this time. The first card that came out was Surrender Resentments. I think this just came out for Libra. Some of you might be dealing with a Libra, possibly. But surrender, because it came out for this has come out for a couple signs this month. I think maybe also Pisces, maybe. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. There is a person around you that you either rejected recently or they rejected you. There could be some resentment between the two of you. Try to just let that go, because that'll only hold you back, because there's other things that you're hopeful for. Also, surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So I can see that there's some negative stuff bugging you right now. I think it's making you feel a little worried and powerless even. They just want you to surrender to spirit as well. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. I also see surrender your desire to control people and to surrender to creativity. There's only so much you can do, Leo. You guys are such fierce, fearless leaders. You can lead that horse to water. You can't make it drink. Something might be frustrating you and making you feel resentful with a person around you. This person may be somewhat non-committal. Just let that go and try to move forward, because we do have the sun. That's you at the bottom of the deck. A son or someone's son might be involved. But what came out of my main oracle deck, I cannot remember the name of this deck, you guys. I apologize. I just know you can find it on Amazon. To show me what's going on surface level, I have woman holding a heart, man holding a heart, and contract came out. So this could be two water signs around you that you have a contract with. This could be you and another person. I kind of see a relationship around you that there could be some kind of a renewal with, but there's another person involved. So I think the man and the woman holding a heart are you and another person that have a lot of love for each other. This does not necessarily need to be romantic love. It looks like you're trying to work on a contract of some kind together. Something could be going down in a court of law. These could be your parents. You could be looking at a will and estate or an estate. A work contract even. You and this other person have a lot of love for this situation. This could be about a relationship you have with a child, if you parent or co-parent. It'll resonate differently for each of you. I was like, okay, wow, two people with big hearts that are very emotional that have some decisions to make. And they might even be going down in a court of law. There is some kind of a contract here that needs to be examined with the 8th house coming out. The challenge is blossoming abundance and the world, possibly the ending to some blossoming abundance in the future, or a pause moving into a new cycle where there can be blossoming abundance. This could be you and your husband or wife maybe thinking about refinancing your home, moving in a year, signing a contract or a deal at work that will it blossom into abundance. That's going to be on your mind. This also could be a timestamp, Leo, 1 year from now, or doing life review and then thinking about the future. There is a pause moving into a new portal, a new cycle with the world that is potentially about abundance. You're praying for it because the 10 of Pentacles came out here. The sun is at the bottom of the deck, so stay positive. Make sure you are operating with a lot of clarity. This could be about a son, quite literally. Interesting, interesting. So the overall reason for the reading is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. I think you feel like there's a lot of things that might be out of your control to a degree. The way you're feeling is the Star. You have hope. I'm like, of course they do. They're Leo. You have a lot of hope with the Star of Aquarius. The way you see yourself is the 7 of Pentacles. You're standing there waiting for something to come to fruition. What you need to know, or your advice, is the 6 of Wands. Something can be overcome and a victory can be had. And the final outcome is the 10 of Pentacles, and it looks like you're waiting for something here. They want you to know that hopes and wishes can come true. The universe does have a plan. I can't do it is here at the bottom of the deck. Determination. It will take determination. A fresh start could be had very soon. You will have to navigate carefully. Someone may live near a beach. They need to embrace change, but there's fear. Possibly also sadness and loss. Interesting. That's what's coming in. Navigate carefully. You will need to determine the purpose of where you're going. The universe does have a plan to help you have a fresh start, carefully navigate even through fear, but it will take determination. I'm feeling like you guys are going to need to co-create with spirit to make something happen in your life. So the overall reason for the reading is the Wheel of Fortune. Clarifying the wheel is the Queen of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune again. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius female or person could be involved, or this could be you, Leo. I see that you are I mean, y'all are fire signs, but you're just as practical as any earth sign is. I see you maybe being a solution lady here, or a person with a solution. You're the person holding the sword, or this person, we've got this Queen of Swords showing up. This could be your boss, or this could be you needing to directly communicate, come up with solutions, be very honest and protect your heart. Working, change is coming. I think you're very aware of the way your fate, your destiny, and your karma versus your dharma are playing out. Look up karma and dharma so you understand what that means. Dharma is more about your life path, but karma is just things we have to go through, the path we walk, the lessons we learn. I feel like you feel as though you are very affected by outside influences right now, because the wheel can be life around us happening. Expansion is coming, and I feel like you, if you're the Queen of Swords, you want to get the upper hand, and you're very focused on the details here with the Eight of Pentacles. That could be the will or the estate or the taxes that you're going over, looking at the budget, putting a lot of work into something, day and night even. Also, I just heard something about test results. I do have death in the moon here. When I have death, the moon, and the star, this could be about a health issue. Because the Ten of Pentacles here, this could also be about a property, a home, a marriage, or an estate. Interesting. So I think you're trying to be smart, or this Queen of Swords is trying to be smart, focused on the details. That's what the surface looks like. But your emotions, you want some kind of a freedom and a renewal with the star. You have a lot of hope right now, but clarifying the star underneath that hope for freedom and renewal, coming into alignment with what your soul really wants, is the Nine of Swords, the Magician, and the Queen of Cups. I think you got your mean girl face on the surface, or your mean guy face. Queens create an environment, so it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. But underneath, you're stressed out about something. It's like you're hopeful here, but it's worrying you. I think you feel like you have to be the single catalyst for change. You're the one that has to have the plan. And I feel this worry and this love coming off of you. There could be an Aries, a Gemini, or a Virgo involved. We also have this Queen of Cups. These could be two different people. We could have, because I have a Queen of Cups, a Queen of Swords, and a King of Swords. So these could be different people in your life or different aspects of you, Leo. Someone here has a lot of love in their heart, and they're really hopeful that something will work. They have a plan here. This Magician's very calculated, very resourceful, knowing that you have to be the single catalyst to make a dream or a hope or a wish come true, to have this renewal. But I also think there's a lot of sadness and worry for you. Not sadness necessarily. Well, I have the Five of Cups here. I see a worry. I'm almost hearing like, oh my God, I really hope this turns out okay. I've poured my heart into it. I've looked at the details. It's stressful with the Nine of Swords. You could be losing sleep about this hope or this wish that you want to be fulfilled. Either that, or this is a person trying to move towards you, and you're a little stone-faced with them. I have a King and Queen of Swords on the table. So we could have two air signs involved, or there's air in your chart. For some of you, Leos, like your rising moon or Venus. It could be your Mercury. It could be your Jupiterian or your Mars placement. For some of you, this is about work, career, or health maybe. Sixth house for Leo. But the way you see yourself is the Seven of Pentacles. You are standing here waiting for a return on an investment. Seven of Pentacles can often speak to like retirement. You think about all the work you've put into something. You're waiting to see how this crop will come up. Standing here thinking quite a bit about the past. Clarifying this is the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the King of Swords. Who dis? This could be a masculine that's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but they do not have to be that sign. Some of you are carrying a burden and thinking quite a bit about this guy. Often, like, he just sort of holds still. He often looks back at the past, won't really step outside of the comfort zone. It could be this King of Swords that won't step out of a comfort zone and come towards you. You have hope for renewal or a freedom. You're hoping something works out here with the Nine of Swords. It's something you might have, I think you're almost looking back over your shoulder and carrying a burden. This could be a person that did not show you a lot of emotion, or you yourself know that you have to have a good strategy and be really smart, be the authority in the room, have a lot of control. That's a burden for you. It sort of weighs you down, or you're weighed down thinking about this person, this King of Swords. For some of you, that's a boss, a romantic partner, family member, a deceased family member as well, possibly, because I have death and the star. You may dream about this person if it's a deceased family member. I just heard someone say, my dad worked so hard. Yeah, for some of you, it's someone that's passed on. Perhaps they left you a legacy or a will with the Ten of Pentacles. Or it's a romantic partner that I think a part of you has love for this person, but they won't step outside of a comfort zone. They could be very weighed down. I'm seeing different aspects of you. On the surface, you're all about business and details and protecting your heart and cutting through to the truth. But underneath, you're a little softer. It's so Leo. Oh, you guys are so soft underneath. You big roaring lions that have these soft hearts underneath. Here's what you need to know. This is advice, or what you need to know. The Six of Wands. There could be a victory, okay, and a recognition of some kind, an overcoming of something. Sixes are pivot points in the tarot, but this is about a success and something to be proud of, something to be celebrated. But I have death, the moon, and the Chariot. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer here. Someone may quite literally have cancer. There could be an illness here. What Spirit wants you to know, I'm getting a health message, so I'm going to address that first because I think our bodies are important. If you or someone close to you, Leo, is having a health issue, it is a serious one with death, and there is a lot of uncertainty. There could be travel involved with this, maybe going to doctors out of state. Something can be overcome despite the uncertainty. Also, they want you to listen to your intuition and your lower emotions, your emotions at this time. Assume that you are the winner with the Six of Wands. There will be an ending that will bring a transformation. There are things hidden in the moonlight that I think you're not meant to see because the universe has a plan and it just might not be revealing its plan to you. You can overcome your challenges and move towards victory. Or there may be a travel or, movement, transformation and movement. Assume that you're the winner, okay? Also, it's possible that someone is kind of up on a high horse with you and something has ended and they've moved on. You're never really going to know the truth, or it will be confusing for a while. Don't expect to get any major answers at this time. They're telling me to stop with that. Okay. They've said, I've said enough. But the final outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles is the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Okay, the first message I'm hearing here, Leo, is that some of you very much want to move quickly towards prosperity. But you can't. You're sort of stuck waiting for a return on some kind of investment. Despite wanting to rush full steam ahead, this could also be about a young air sign, a child, a teenager, a young adult. You have to wait if it's about a kid. There might be a block between the two of you. You have a lot of regrets. The other thing I'm hearing is that you want to race towards some kind of massive financial stability, but you have to stay in your present moment. There is a decision that will need to be made, or you might feel as though the universe is blocking you right now, or some of you are afraid to take some kind of a risk with the Knight of Swords here, because that's where we have tunnel vision. We feel a little out of our depth, we feel a little out of our league, but we've got something to prove and we have to go for it. And you're like, do I really want to do this? I need a minute to think about it. Some of you have air in your chart, possibly Aquarius or Libra. They overthink everything. Trust me, I'm an air sign. We can overthink anything. And you're like, oh, you're praying. You're like, oh my God, I hope I make the right choice. It will lead to a stability, or it is about the karmic empire, which is health, wealth, time, and money. So I do see you guys standing here in your present moment. in your present moment, focused on the details. It looks like there might be a little bit of a waiting game. And I have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. This could also be about work and a job as well. Like, what do I do? If I do it this way, this will happen. If I do it this way, this will happen. Let me look at the details again. Some of you either work with your hands or you work with numbers. How much more work am I going to need to put into this? I'm stressed out. You may come across a detail about a will, an estate, a property, life insurance, health insurance, shit like that, and you're worried about it. Worried about work, but this could also be relationship as well, all jumbled into it. I was like, whew, the middle of the month seems complicated. I was really hoping that your solar return would be all about chasing dreams. You may be trying to chase a dream and come into alignment with the person, and you have the plan and you have the heart. You and your person are both trying to come up with strategies and solutions, but you may have to wait on this person because they're weighed down by other things. Yeah, I'm hearing that. They may be going through some shit. But then I've got something else going on over here. I'm like, okay, show me further the energy of a person around them. They wanted me to use the Illumination Oracle deck for this. Renewal, you left quite an impression. Waiting for you, rejection. You either have rejected this person and they're waiting for you, or they rejected you and you feel kind of rejected and you're waiting on them. There could be renewal between the two of you, or just a freedom with the butterfly. Someone left quite an impression on the other person and they're waiting and feeling rejected. So someone's feeling rejected by you, or you're feeling rejected by them. What came out here, I clarified it a bit. I got the Lovers, Death, the Magician, the King of Wands. Some of you are dealing with a Gemini, strong Gemini. There could have been a pretty serious connection here between you and this person or this situation. There is an ending or a transformation that's taken place. The Magician, the King of Wands. I clarified the King of Wands, and I got the Fool and Temperance, the cold shoulder, Sagittarius here. What I'm seeing here, possibly, based on the Oracle cards, is that you could have had a pretty serious friendship and maybe more with this person, but that ultimately they wouldn't commit and they gave you the cold shoulder, or you gave them the cold shoulder. This person knows what they're doing. They got attention quite a bit with that King of Wands. He smirks, you know. And I think you either turned a cold shoulder to him and left, or he did that with you. It's also possible that this is you, Leo, saying, I really want to come into alignment with something that's perfect for me with the Lovers. I have to have a plan. An ending will need to take place. I can't be afraid of what grows in the place of what dies, and I'll have to take a leap of faith, but I'll have to be patient and I'll have to determine the purpose, and I need to divine guidance at this point, because this could be you moving into the future, but you're worried you're making the wrong choice, or this is just a person that I think won't commit. There is someone around you that feels rejected by you and is waiting, or vice versa. I don't really know how you feel about this, because your cards further out are the Tower, the Empress, Libra or Taurus here. This is a wife, a mother, a married woman, boss lady, badass. You could be the Empress, or you're thinking about this Empress. The Tower, the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. I think you feel like life is blowing apart a little bit, or you're like, you're having a sudden shift in your perception and in your reality. I think your standards are very high right now. You're really trying to come up with grounded, creative solutions. Here you are, focused on the details again, and just hanging in there. I think something is a little bit much for you, Leo. And you're just going to stand here like Vesta, bury your nose in work, focus on what you need to. And I think you might feel as though you're being spiritually tested and challenged by this person, or just life in general. If anyone can make it through, it's you. If anyone can make it through, it's you, Leo. What they have to say about relationships and love, just relationships in general right now, even the relationship you're having with yourself or a job, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. I feel like with y'all praying on your knees, waiting. There is this stuck feeling. You have a lot of love. You're so hopeful. You're the Queen of Swords. Oh my God, the world is just kind of crazy all around you with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles here twice. You guys are being very diligent, that cautious ambition and hard work. You're climbing that mountain like the Capricorn goat, right? They're just saying, take a pause for a second. We see you. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Blessings are soon to come your way. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So just be grateful for what you have at the moment. Blessings of love are soon to come your way. Don't do anything based on guilt. I think some of you are trying to help a person with, as the Empress, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. You're activating two queens here. Be true to yourself first. If you can't love and be true to yourself, you really won't be able to do anything for anyone else. Don't do anything out of guilt. And also power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no and walk away at any time. So if this shit gets too overwhelming, walk. Or just take a break. I feel like there's a lot being put upon you right now, and you're worried about risk versus waiting, decisions, death, endings, travel, movement. Will there be success? With the Wheel of Fortune here and the Moon, you're just going to have to go on hope and pray and focus on the details and do everything you can. But if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. A challenge right now, and what will help you, is playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Please, Leo, this will help you with the resentments and the negative thinking and thinking, Jesus Christ, I've done everything that I could in this situation. Just have fun. Just be playful. Say no to what you don't want to say yes to. Don't do anything based on guilt. You may be tested to some degree in the middle of the month. They're pulling back. They're saying stop. All right, Leo, that's your reading for the middle of August. I hope that this resonates with you. If it resonates, I hope it helps. You can always book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. The link to my website is down in the description below this video. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Leo. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.